Ooh, that was exciting. It looks like there's a nice breeze too.
Mm.
Oh, I want to go outside so bad.
Mhm.
I know it is so nice out.
I opened my windows. Did you open your windows?
I have not yet. I literally just got up like an hour ago. I was up like literally half of last night waiting for Danny to come home because I had to get her an Uber home
Yeah.
because the back tire on her e-bike blew out.
Oh,
Shit.
that sucks.
Like we've only used it like a couple of weeks and she hit a pothole
Oh, that sucks.
on Baltimore.
Mm.
Yeah. I
So
think we.
I had to fucking order her an Uber the rest of the way to work. Then I had to fucking figure out the kind of bike tire I needed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Look up instructions on how to fucking replace the back tire on it. Like it was a mess.
Is more
It was a
annoying than
fucking
the
hot
front
mess.
tire.
Dude, I don't
Yeah.
mean to be any kind of a bearer of any sort of bad tidings, and I certainly don't want to jinx any experience that you have. However, as someone that grew up riding bikes and not really paying much attention to their maintenance, the driving on Philadelphia streets, we blow tires out constantly. It's not that I've never had anything like this before. Have you ever experienced anything like this?
Mhm.
It's
No.
insane. And it doesn't
Mhm.
matter, like wherever you're, like just going out and having a normal ride. Like I can't tell you how many times it's just like whoa, and there's just shit, and you can't even see what it is. Like it's not like you have to avoid big metal things. We couldn't even two things we found were just the teeniest little like shard of metal that just did it.
Well, the tire that I ordered was like one of those airless tires.
Yep,
I don't know if that's gonna help it any.
I hope so. I hope
I hope
anybody
so too. I
needs
mean, it
help.
wasn't that expensive. It was like $48,
Right.
and I got an extra one.
Yep, good.
Yeah,
Good
they're
call.
better. They're better than tube tires.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, so
That is true.
hopefully,
But who the fuck cares? You got to get home. I mean,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. But it's ridiculous. Philly streets are just full of minuscule, sharp
Shit.
shards of
Yeah.
stuff that is
it's
going to
because
make
people are
your life.
fucking assholes and like just throw shit
I
everywhere,
don't know,
and fucking waste management isn't
right?
any fucking better.
I
Like,
Maybe it's just when you get enough people together and the stuff's old that all of our like we've had metal from the industrial age that's just broken down into like just like rust from buildings. Some of that is like I don't know what I've never experienced anything like it. And I've ridden all over Delaware County like a maniac for
you know,
many
the
many years.
fucked up thing is the city came through our street and did like with one of those sweet streepers,
Yeah,
and it literally only made the mess
I
worse.
know, right?
Just
It
pushes it
just moved it
around.
around
It
and
just
now
pushed
they.
it all kind of like to the middle.
Oh, how nice! So then it could blow even farther.
Yeah.
Nice, yes, perfect. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks. It's our tax dollars in action.
Mhm.
You'd think we'd figure out how to get that shit up,
Yeah.
you know, by now.
Philadelphia is a special place. Like we did, like New York, they get street cleaning. Everyone knows to move their car. Everyone somehow does it. That's the same kind of city as we are. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of it's an
Yeah.
old city with lots of winding roads and narrow roads and stuff. But they do it. But we can't
You
do
know,
it.
and you'd think we're similarly
Uh,
assholes.
right? Very similar. Boston can do it. And New York, someone told us from New York, like when the Pope came at a time, like a billion years ago,
Yeah, I remember
he
that.
shut the whole fucking city down. And the guy was a New Yorker, and he's like, "What the hell?" It's like when the Pope came to New York, they just close each block as the Pope travels, and that's closed, but the whole city isn't shut down for the whole day. Like that, what is that? And
Yeah.
it's like, yep, that's us. Way to go.
LA.
Sydney. We're so gritty here and kind of stupid and kind of slow. Actually, corrupt. I think that's more like corruption.
Yeah.
I guess, right?
Yeah.
They're just like yeah. Well, if you're using them, have them for the day.
Mhm.
My cousin's thing. We'll have the whole day. It's 8 hours. That's better.
Oh boy, what a week! And we missed last week too, because
You were
Yeah,
sick as
yeah,
well, right? We were.
yeah, I was so fucking sick.
Yeah.
You're better now, though. You seem fine.
Oh yeah, way better. Thank God.
What was it?
'Cause I was miserable. It started off as like a sinus thing, and it was mostly a sinus thing until like the last day, and then it spread to my lungs and then went away.
Oh fuck! So you're just coughing for a day.
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks, though.
but
it
like,
wasn't
but like my
COVID.
face, like I felt like somebody had broken my nose
Wow.
for like a whole week.
But it wasn't COVID though, because you tested.
No, I tested for that, and unless it was like a new strain that isn't, on the most recent tests,
Mhm.
it's not that. It wasn't that.
Huh.
John miraculously managed to not get sick.
Wow. Wait.
Little fucker.
Yeah.
And he rubbed
his
my nose
weakness.
in it. He rubbed our nose in it like the entire fucking week.
You mean he took really good care of you?
No. I mean, he rubbed my nose. Every chance he had to say, I'm not sick, he said it.
He's probably Typhoid Mary. He's the one who started the whole damn thing, I bet.
Patient zero.
Yeah.
He probably is.
Yeah, he brought it home. La la la. He's immune, so you don't notice
Yeah.
the threat that he carries. So I guess you get to do it to him when he's sick.
Oh, I'm totally gonna do it to him. Except that
Oh,
I know,
no.
I know that at some point I will get sick.
Yeah, that's so true.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So where to start?
Well,
What part of the madness do you want to jump into
can,
first?
can we start with the most recent that I found really funny? Did you
Mhm.
see that the Fox and the White House released pictures of Trump like saluting the
Suckers and
the-
losers.
no the six bodies that were transferred,
Suckers and losers.
that too,
Yeah.
but using his words, not ours.
Mhm.
But that the picture they put out was from another time where he was standing, and the
Are you fucking kidding
Swear to
me?
God, and you should look at it in the actual picture. He's sitting there, he's got a ball cap on, he's like a million times more hunched over, and he's actually looking in his jacket. Everyone's like standing there looking somber, and he's like, like he looks like someone's grandpa. He has a big white trucker hat. And you're not supposed to wear a hat during a funeral ceremony unless
No.
you're like in uniform, right? Like
No,
you cannot wear your
yeah.
fucking hat. Take your hat down. Women can wear hats. Men
Mhm.
cannot wear
Mhm.
hats. I know this. None of the women were wearing hats, though. Nobody was wearing a hat, but dumbass is in a suit, big trucker jacket, just looking down at it.
And you know what? That's the, I mean, it really started fucking last week to me. I mean, with regard to him.
Yeah.
With the giving out of the Congressional Medal of Honor, and the other thing, the Purple Heart at the State of the Union, like that is not how that is supposed to be done. Those are sacred things to those to anybody who's in the service or been in the service. Like that's a sacred thing, and you're politicizing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's frustrating because while I support this war to liberate Iran,
Okay.
Because the people have been calling for it for months, both inside and outside of Iran. Donald Trump is like the most fucking incompetent, dickheaded fucking piece of shit about everything. He fucks up everything.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm worried that he's too incompetent, and Hegseth is too incompetent
Of course they are.
to finish the job that they started, rightly so. Like the people that needed this there. They needed the help to be able to make that final push to get free.
Do they need this kind of help though?
They did. This is
I don't know.
exactly what they've been asking for.
I don't know.
Like,
about that.
I have
I know, but you've
literally
I know
talked.
people that are asking for it, and I know even in Ukraine, I've seen the stuff where people. I'm just saying, like the general thinking of the American people and I and Steve, I would say, are firmly on that side, do not agree that this is our place to get into a forever war. We do not.
And you
Do not.
you
agree that the Iranian people are not being treated well and all that sort of stuff, but we think the answer is making actual real paying a fair price for the oil instead of insisting on colonial prices is probably a good place to start.
Number
And
one,
otherwise,
it's that sort of appeasement thinking, because that's what that
I
is.
don't care. I just think
No,
that
it's just not getting engaged in
it's
it.
common sense
Yeah.
thinking, because
Yeah.
it's just
It's
ridiculous.
not.
It
We-
is. It is.
No, we're
It's
spending
not.
all our money
Sorry.
over there rather than having it here. Our
I'm-
roads are falling
I'm
apart.
sorry.
All
And
kinds
I
of-
agree with that. I agree with that. And
That's 'cause all
both
the
things
money
can
is
be
being
true
bombed over there.
at the
We
same
don't want
time.
it. We don't want it. We don't want it.
And
That's their fight
and,
to have.
and
It's their
Russia,
fight to
we're
have.
telling Russia where to bomb us so that we can bomb them. Like, this is just ridiculous. This is
Yeah.
so corrupt. It's not even funny. So this is not what the people of Iran need at all. I'm sorry. This is so corrupt.
How are you as a
So
white
corrupt.
woman going to tell them what they need?
I'm not telling anyone anything.
When they're
I'm
saying that
I'm
this
telling
is
my
what they need.
country,
We're talking as
I'm telling
Americans.
American.
We
I do
don't-
Okay,
not-
but
I-
she
I
said-
would
she
tell
said-
my representative-
she said
No,
specifically-
no, I
She
tell
said
them I'm sorry.
specifically that this is not what they need, but this is exactly what
I
they're
don't care if
saying
it's
they
what they
need.
need. It's
Yeah.
not what we're
And they often talk about how women are the reason that we go in and try to liberate people, and women are not going to be the excuse anymore. Sorry about that. But that's not what this is about.
No.
This is about the other Gulf Coast countries getting together with Israel and saying,
It's
"Hey, you
just-
know what?
it's
Let's
such a
just
mess.
bump off the
It's
Iranians
such
while
a
we got a
mess.
chance."
It's such a mess.
Now
It's
the
such a
Gulf
mess.
Coast countries are running with their tails between their legs because they're getting hit with drones,
It's such a
and
mess.
they realize that just getting rid of the guy does not decapitate the
There's
regime.
no plan. There was no anything.
I agree. There wasn't a laid out plan.
Right, which again is not what the Iranians
And I
need. They
said-
don't need something without.
And
a
I
plan.
said, this is possibly one of the most incompetent people
yes.
to do this job.
And
right,
so is
but the
Netanyahu.
idea is you don't just do the job when you have the incompetent people. That's the thing. Like we should not. I'm not saying that there is not a worthwhile cause here to find and support. I'm saying this is not it in this fashion. This is clearly, it is so corrupt. Russia sharing intelligence with our enemy. Like I can't even. I can't.
Well,
even
Russia
handle
was
that.
going to do that anyways. Russia has
I'm
always
just
been
saying
on the
we're
side of
engaging in a
Iran
war so
because
corrupt
that's
that we
the
are-
actual empirical force
Yeah.
inside Iran is Russia and China.
Yeah. Which is why that shit needs to get untangled before you start changing regimes.
But that's how you untangle it by like
that's one way.
taking
to
it head
untangle. There are
on.
so many ways to untangle.
Yeah, I think we
that's
should have
one
learned
way
by
to
now
untangle.
you can't bomb your way into regime change.
Exactly. That's one way, and it's a very favorite.
The bombing part isn't about doing the regime change. At the end of the day, that is the job of the actual people on the ground. This is supposed to be to make the room necessary.
No, it's not. They don't know what it's for, and they've had their different
We've had
explanations.
six explanations. of
So
what this
I
is.
can't listen. I'm sorry. I
Please.
cannot give oxygen to the idea that there's any plan whatsoever, and that there's anything but a raw and corrupt grab here, and it's not going to be good for anybody. And I'm sorry. I agree that if these guys needed to go down. I believe that there's a mess here. I just don't know. This is not the time to fix where we are now. The cuts they're making for us, the things they're making, the shit they're making us eat. This is.
And you're right. And both things can be true at the same time.
Yes. I think that's exactly what we were trying to argue. That it is true that they need it.
Yeah, it was a shitty regime, but this is not the way to change it.
No, and I don't even think that it's a good idea to do this because I think it's going to blow up. I think we've seen this enough. Iraq, Afghanistan.
See, that's the mistake everybody
Vietnam.
makes.
Yeah,
Everybody in the West makes.
Oh,
Iran is
because
not
when
Iraq.
it worked out. One time that it worked out,
Iran is bigger. Iran is 3 times is mountainous.
and we'd have no.
Iran
ever working
is
out.
also an ancient culture. It is not a fabricated country in the same way that Iraq was.
It doesn't matter though because we've never had any
Like
experience of this ever working out. It is never,
ever worked out. So to say like, oh, this is different, it's going to be, no, it has never worked out ever. Korea, never. North Korea, okay, that didn't work out. Vietnam, well, maybe, but Vietnam still, they're not free.
I mean, South Korea is quite fine, isn't it?
Yeah, but you've got North and South Korea. So what are we going to have?
Okay, but you know,
he's still a danger. We did not get rid of the danger. The danger remains.
You're right. We didn't, because we didn't finish the job.
It did not work.
For exactly this reason right here, because we're so busy arguing, you know, like these fine points which are necessary to argue.
It's not a fine point. This is a big point. This is
potentially hundreds
We've
of billions of dollars and troops on the ground, perhaps.
Oh my God! And it gets worse.
Not to mention
every
all
time.
the bombs. It's $1 billion a day for us to be over there.
And just the whole attitude, the whole war, that whole like,
I'm not a fan of war. I'm not a fan of war.
But it's also the way they're doing it. They're just being such dickheads. They're just
and I agree with
mean.
that.
They're just being such like it's like the most disgusting.
I totally agree with that.
And again, those aren't the people that are going to take care of the Iranian people. These are not the people you want to enjoy. These are bad people. These are bad. They want to flatten the whole thing and build golf courses and luxury.
Nope.
That's what they
not going to happen.
Well,
that is not something that the Iranian people are going to allow to happen.
Well, I would hope not, but that looks like what's happening here. So I don't know, man. So again, I'm just like a great big hell fuck no about the whole thing. So I got the vapors. I was trying to find the funny Trump thing, but I've only seen it in video.
I thought you had the thumbnail.
I did have the thumbnail of his ridiculous picture.
Yeah, there you go. That's enough.
Well, no, you have to see the one they put out.
Oh.
Is the one. I can find that. Okay, official White House picture.
I also wanted to mention one other thing. I condemn the world at this point for not protecting the Iranian soccer team, women's soccer team. They are on their way back to the IRGC, which has threatened to kill them, and said that they are going to kill them.
Oh, great!
When they return, because they did not sing the Iranian national anthem when they were in Australia a couple of days ago, and that they have allowed these women to return to that. It is a stain on the soul of humanity.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, Steve. Can you carry this? Because I'm trying to look at the.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I'm not sure what you're going to find there.
Well, I'm looking for. You were talking with Corey. There was dead air. So instead of me, Corey said, "Well, I continue."
Hey, come on. Let's have some dead air.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, they also slaughtered thousands of their own people not that long ago.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah. But the other thing is, it also is true, is there are people also in the streets saying that death to America, he's been martyred. So again,
there are.
It is not a, what do we call it, monolith.
Absolutely not.
So,
but there is national history. Mm-hmm. Like true national history. Like I said, that's why I said, the comparison to Iraq is a silly thing, because Iraq was created like 100 years ago.
Yeah, but I guess from our point of view, the fact that we did not win, quote unquote, in Iraq, this is a much bigger nut to crack.
Or Afghanistan.
With a much bigger army.
Or Afghanistan.
Here's the thing that both.
This is three times.
Both of those countries, and I'm not saying that they're not legitimate countries, because they are legitimate countries. They exist, but they're an amalgamation of different peoples that prior to World War I were not cohesive. Well, they were very tribal.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you with the Iranians. They're
not the same, though.
They're fractured as well. They still have people in the street chanting for the martyrdom and the USA must come down. That's not a monolith.
It's not. But they're also a small portion of the population.
You can't say they're all one culture. They got people saying, yes, come on in, America. And they got people that you can also say, I hate the Ayatollah, but don't bomb my kid's school.
And there are people that say that. And
Lots of them. Lots of them.
here's the thing though. You're talking about like you're bringing up a propaganda piece, which is
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
you are.
No,
you
I'm
are.
not. That is
You
not-
are.
That is not.
What is the
What is?
propaganda?
Yeah.
piece?
Let me
Here's
know how-
here's the prop where it's propaganda. Yes, the school was bombed by the U.S. That is what was found out in the investigation.
Yeah.
That part is true. Here's what you're not mentioning. That the IRGC had missiles and artillery and all sorts of military equipment very close nearby, within like
Yeah.
a couple hundred
Yeah,
feet.
there's like a wall.
Or
That's the
yards, I
risk you
mean.
take when you launch high ordnance into an area like
Stop
that.
getting mad. Stop
That's the
getting
risk
mad.
you take.
Steve's getting too
A
angry.
couple hundred yards is
And
not
so-
that far. That's like
Well-
it's little over a football
Agreed,
field
agreed, but
away.
that's the whole point of tactical weapons.
well,
He's right.
and
Although I do
here's-
agree that
Additionally-
sometimes mistakes happen. But then do you have to
Additionally-
start there? Do you have to start at that one? You know what I mean?
Well, here-
like I'm sure there are
Additionally-
other targets that might not have been. So
Additionally,
maybe.
the IRGC has released videos from within schools where they're like holding trainings, holding press conferences.
Come on. You can AI a video of anything today. What are you talking about?
Well, again, what is that? What does that have to do? Hold on. Stop!
Hold
Stop!
on. Here's the other problem. I've been watching a guy who was a forward artillery observer.
Why are you yelling? Stop yelling.
in the Army.
Settle down.
I don't think he's yelling. He's
and he
yelling.
basically, and I'm just being emphatic. And basically, he's like, even if he goes, okay, so you call in the coordinates, you can even paint a target with a laser. You got to call it back into people behind you, who then call it back to the artillery. Basically, what can happen is when you fire this stuff, in my understanding, is you shoot a missile, you do something else, you're slightly off on coordinates, a tail fin goes wrong on a missile, it can go and it can hit the wrong thing. If it gets intercepted, even part
Yeah,
of that
war
missile can
sucks.
still hit it. But the thing is, the important part of this is you don't launch heavy ordnance into a location of a school if it's only 300 yards or whatever it was. It's heavy ordnance. It's big.
That's
No wonder
not how
they-
the laws of war actually work.
Well, you can tell me about the laws of the rules of
I
war,
think
but I'm
the-
saying the practical nature of it is it's a dangerous thing to do, and only
It
a
is.
party idiot
And
would send something into the location of a school.
And
That's the problem.
for the record, Pete Hegseth, or whatever his name is, he did say that we are doing full on war with no
holds
holds of
barred.
engagement, no holds barred, no rules
Not
of
gonna do
engagement,
war.
no.
I again,
So why
like
should we trust?
he is
that
an
he
asshat.
had- and even then, why should we trust these people that they had to go there? Again, there are a million other targets. Really, they had to go there. They wanted those optics. They wanted to crush those girls. They wanted to hurt their spirit.
I don't think so.
I absolutely knowing these assholes, cruelty is the
Well,
point.
I don't
Of
know if
course
they
it
want to hit
is.
the kids.
I wouldn't be
don't know if they want to
surprised.
do
I
that.
would not be
just think-
surprised.
I don't think that. No, I don't think anybody wanted to do
I
that.
just think they're stupid.
All right.
and they don't care enough.
I don't know. I think they like
Never attribute to evilness what you can attribute to incompetence.
I guess.
I think
but
that's
mean,
how that
have we
go-
not
the
seen
phrase
enough of these
goes.
People though, with that little baby, with a little poor little kid with the little Easter bunny hat and
they're
all that
just-
sort of shit.
these-
Have we not seen
they're
enough? Why are we
brutal,
giving
yeah.
them any benefit of a doubt? But okay, give them the benefit
No,
of a
I
doubt. You
just-
go for it. They
I-
didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, I just think
Should they have
just
done
don't
that?
care.
Maybe they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be doing
I
this.
just don't,
This
I
is
just
wrong.
don't think they care. They don't care. That's all.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
They probably don't care.
Yeah, incompetence is right, and they don't care.
All right, can I
Yeah.
share my screen? This is fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's do. Okay, share that. Share.
I love it when we argue like this, by the
It
way.
is kind of fun. All right, here you go. Oh wait, I gotta fill it. That's okay.
What's this?
Tom, First Lady Melania Trump, Vice President J.D.
Hold on.
Vance, and Secretary Lady
Aaron Parnas, why does that name sound familiar to me?
Final homecoming of the
Parnas?
Six-Year Search
'Cause that-
Force
'cause his
building
dad.
today.
Lev
The
Parnas.
solemn ritual
All
returns
right, hold
to
on. This is fun.
That's
Look,
fun.
okay, watch.
It is considered one of the most somber duties of a commander-in-chief.
Look what he's wearing.
President Trump promising the nation that they will all be remembered as heroes.
So that's a clip. I'm going to show you. I want you to see this. That's what Donald Trump, they claim, looked like at yesterday's dignified transfer of the 6 American service members killed in Kuwait. Look at the tie.
That salute is incorrect, by the way.
It's,
Look at the head.
yeah.
There's no hat. Look who's next to him on his left.
No.
No one. Okay, ready? This is what yesterday's dignified transfer actually looks like.
Oh my
A
Jesus.
bright red tie, not a burgundy tie.
He's looking at his tum tum.
No overcoat, a hat, a white ball cap, and Susie Wild standing right next to him. Going back,
Still denied.
Yeah.
completely two different videos.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Different moments.
Yep.
And
All
while
right.
Fox News played that first one,
They've acknowledged
for
it
viewers
now.
to
They've
see.
said they
And-
did it. Whoopsie.
just
Yeah. They said they did a whoopsie.
Oh Jesus.
But I mean, that's how bad we're getting. Look at him. He looks like a total. I love that.
Such an idiot.
Let me look at my belly button.
You know, the funny thing is, before all of this started, I said specifically, Trump will be the only one who has the balls to start it, but he is also the most incompetent person
And
to
corrupt.
execute it.
And corrupt.
Well, I didn't say that part. I don't think
But
I said that part.
No.
But that's also true.
That's making it.
Yes.
It's being more. It's more dangerous to me when it's corrupt as well. Incompetence is terrifying. but-
Everything that Trump does is corrupt.
That's
though.
true. That's true. But I didn't realize
That
how
supercharges the incompetence.
it does,
Yeah.
and we are seeing
Yeah.
since the Epstein spiral. Just
And that's
how-
honestly, that's probably. I mean, yes, there was the opportunity,
right.
you know, of all of those leaders in like the same place at the same time. Like, that's pretty fucking incompetent too.
That's true.
But I think between that opportunity and all the shit that was going on with the Epstein files and like how they were being exposed,
Mhm.
like that's ultimately why Trump is doing it.
I'm a couple of things can be true at once at the same time. This is just such a
Yep.
such a mess of conflicting interests and corruption and unaccountability and just basic incompetence. I think
Mhm.
and yeah,
Well,
stupid.
I really
execution.
wish this could have happened under a different administration that is actually competent and actually had
a plan.
a plan
Different
a
way.
plan that actual Iranian people's best interest at heart. Like,
you could actually have like a shadow government on the side that you're like working with and getting them up to speed, right? And getting
yeah.
them ready.
well,
to-
here's the thing: is that
So
exists.
then you do that.
It exists, but the American government won't work with them.
That's what I'm saying. We're
Other
the
countries-
wrong people.
Other
We're
countries
the
have
wrong set.
recognized.
And
the-
other, I'm
the-
not saying
this.
there's never been a change, a regime change. There have been successful ones. This is not how you
And didn't
do
he say he
it.
bombed the two leading candidates?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
killed
He
both
had
of
them in mind, but they
I'm
got.
like,
oops.
oh my god!
And
Like,
now they're telling Cuba.
Jesus.
Now they're telling Cuba to get ready.
yeah, and
Again,
Ecuador.
yeah,
again, it's doing what could be the right thing for the absolute wrong reasons
In the wrong way.
in the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
a no for me, dog.
yeah.
We have to. We had American people have to. You can't. You can't. This isn't a.
But at the same time, Reza Pahlavi's like plan and like the way he is, even though it's outside of what the U.S. government is recognizing and whatnot, it is very thorough, and it incorporates, you know, potential regime members that don't have blood on their hands, like on the civilian side and
It would
stuff
be
like that.
wonderful. And that's also one of the most frustrating things about the times that we live in, right? Because you have like these horrible, evil, like super villain type characters, incompetent, but stupid, right? But super terribly corrupt and villainous. And then you also have these wonderful movements of like people getting together. And you have like Portland, where everybody was able to pretty much chase, and Minneapolis, they chased them out in a good way. I mean, they're still there, but like they're organizing and figuring shit out, and seats are flipping, and countries are doing right. There's the countries that are going. The Green Party got a great
In
footing, so
UK,
it's like
yeah. Yeah.
like we are like one like there's a lot of great hope, and that sounds like it's on the hope side, but then they gotta deal with the shit and the corruption and these people that are going to use every means they have, and they are obviously well supplied. But then again, this is where we were with the Civil War, right?
It is.
At the time,
And
people
it's
had
also
everything.
it's also why my position is that I stand on the side of the Iranian people.
Well, you can stand on the side of the American people, I mean the Iranian people, and you can still oppose what the America's doing.
If that's
It's
what they're
valid
calling
way
for,
to-
though,
They are not all calling for it. It is not terribly unified. There is chaos. There is chaos and fear going on. So I'm sorry, there's no.
there is fear, yes, and there is
siding with
chaos
what
because
you're
it's a
siding
fucking
with-
war.
You're siding with what you imagine the Iranian people will choose when given the ultimate decision.
I am siding on the side that I have consistently heard
Again,
from,
you're siding
and I am elevating their voice. This is not just my opinion.
It's not one.
This
voice.
is it is.
It's
The,
not one
You're
voice.
siding
I don't.
with
I don't. The IRGC is not a
You don't know
legitimate
that.
voice.
You do not know that.
He's siding on.
I do know that.
He's
You
siding.
don't. No,
He's
you don't.
siding.
I do.
He's siding with the faction that he believes the Iranian people are going to want to be when they have the opportunity to choose their government, and that's a lot of wishing there.
It's
a lot
not.
of, a lot of heavy work. There's a lot. Yeah, I know you say it isn't, but that
There have been
again,
really
Afghanistan,
three.
Syria,
There have been
North
three
Korea.
three specific strains. There's the IRGC, there's the MEK, which is also a terrorist group and an Islamist group. And then there's been like hundreds of thousands and even millions of people have been chanting in the streets for months on end. Not really even just months, years. Though they didn't chant the name a couple of years ago during the Women Life Freedom Movement. They didn't chant it in 2009, but they are chanting it now. Javed Shah.
I know, but there's also people that are in other countries that see us and they go, nobody has a hold on the country like Trump. This is what the people want. This is who the American people are. They see the rallies, they hear the newscast, they see the rah-rahing, and they're like, I know America. I have friends in America. This is what they tell me, and they get that side.
I don't think
But my
anybody
point
says
is
that
that-
about America. I don't think anybody says that about America. They're like, these guys are a bunch of idiots. Yes,
That,
but
I
don't think they really believe that Trump is.
I go in opposition rooms all the time, and yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. There's a lot of people. I do a lot of ops there. So yes, there is a whole different faction of social media, of news, of everything, where people literally think we are winning. When Trump says, they literally believe it. There are people in other countries that like have Trump shrines in their house, and they think America is the great. They do. They love Trump. So they're insane. I mean, he would never want them in the country. I don't understand this at all. It's very puzzling to me. But my point is, it's very hard to know what is going on. It's not our place to go to assume that we know what is going to happen, and whether or not that faction of the Iranian people that seem to be pro-democracy and that you are seeing and feeling inspired by, I too hope that this is what they get, what they want, and hope they have the numbers. But I don't think anyone and anything we've ever learned from history teaches us that we know what is going to happen at a regime change like this. And in fact, if we look back through history, even the Iraqis were so happy, America, and things can fall to shit. So, and I know it's a different kind of country and but I'm just saying.
And that is the truth of any war ever.
Yeah, because it's all bad because we're all not happy. And you're siding with the Iranian people. You're siding actually with who you see as the Iranian people and who you understand as the people that you want to come back to power. And let's be clear about that. You can't speak. It's disingenuous to think that we know what the Iranian people want. It really is. It's not fair. It sounds particularly pushy and like, I know what women want. Like it's not what we're.
And let's remember how we got here. We deposed Masada in 1953,
right,
and put the Shah in.
You mean
That's how we
Mossadegh?
started this whole goddamn thing.
Mossadegh was imposed to begin with. So
No, actually, he was voted in. Yeah, we didn't like the fact they nationalized the oil fields. So yeah, they dared to want to keep their own oil.
So yeah, which
So
has
that's how that
happened,
started,
Which
yeah.
is how Latin America happened too. That's
Yes.
where all that.
So
stuff-
yes, let's add that to our others, the rest of the scorecard about how dumb we've been in the Middle East.
in Latin America, that's never we've been the same idea. We wanted their oil and we got mad and their resources and we got mad when they wanted to nationalize them.
Just let them be what they want to be.
I mean, it's so imagine if another country had nationalized our shit before all of our gold before we knew it was there. Like, remember that wasn't there gold in the Native American hills where
Black
the
Hills,
Mount
yeah.
with the
Black
Mount
Hills.
Rushmore is,
Yeah, Black Hills.
and we had given them that,
Yeah.
and then we took it back. But imagine if we couldn't have taken it back, and like there's an unsovereign force of some other country that was claiming our gold, and sure we got some jobs from it, but technically it's theirs. Like that's like so messed up.
But at the same time, that Russia and China are doing the exact
It's
same
all
thing.
messed
Matter of
up.
fact,
Yes, it's
matter of
messed up,
fact, that is
period.
what is giving
Yeah.
Russia and China the power
Yes, it's all messed
to
up.
do
It's all
the
messed
things,
up.
the shit that they're doing.
Agree. Your country should own your minerals and your oil and all that shit and your water. That should just be like new rule for the planet. Like, I'm sorry, you get what you get. You do not own other people's water and minerals. It doesn't make any sense. And
Yeah.
let's just
Totally
stop
agree with that.
there, right? Like it just
Totally
seems
agree with that.
stupid. It just is a bad idea. And then
The
really when you
fuck?
look at all these horrible fights, they're all because of shit like that, right?
Mhm.
We're supposed to have that's supposed to be our land. Well, stop it. Just stop it. I own the minerals, then you're farming land. Ah, what are you looking at?
Nothing.
Oh well.
I say we all go back to where we come from. No, just kidding.
Oh no, could you
I'm
imagine?
kidding,
I was
I'm
so
kidding, I'm
confused.
kidding.
I wouldn't know
I'm
where
kidding.
to go. Can we choose? I actually like it. I'd like to go back. I could probably get into Prague or Ireland because I'm part Irish, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind that.
that'd be
Those are
neat.
fun. Those are fun. Steve
Yeah.
can go to Ireland or England,
No, Germany.
Germany. Oh right, you're not English. Never mind.
I could go to Scotland. I can go to
Gotcha.
Germany. I can go to Italy. I
Oh,
can go to
boy.
Iran. I can go to
Wow.
Israel.
You got it all.
Wow.
You
I don't know. I
got
don't know if there's a
UN.
place I can't go.
Got a
And I
UN.
bet John can go to even more countries.
Oh, because we lived in outside of Baghdad for a while, I think we might even be able to go back to Baghdad.
Would you ever like
Nice.
to live in Baghdad?
No, I'd love to visit.
What's
Mhm.
the state of it now? Is it?
It's a mix. I saw the other day that IRGC backed militias were like attacking like US facilities
Oh,
and like embassies and stuff. But there were a couple of places in the world where that was happening.
Yeah.
Not all of them in the Middle East.
yeah. Mm.
Poor Cuba.
Yeah.
That's a cute little island, though.
Yeah, Cuba's awesome.
Cuba's adorable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might even be able to go to Cuba. I have family, extended
right,
family
Florida.
from
Yeah.
Cuba.
How neat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Actually, you look a lot like a guy I knew who was from Cuba. His family's from Cuba. He's Jorge. I forget his last name, but he was a doctor I knew.
I look out like a lot of people from a lot of places.
Oh, I guess you would, right? But yeah, you have the round face that he has.
I have a very fat face. I don't know why.
round. It's a round and open face. It's a nice.
Very fat face.
No, no. Not like that. That could be really bad.
Oh my god.
Do you
I
remember
hate
that?
this. I hate this right here.
God.
I hate this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a sign that I'm still too fat or I'm just getting old.
Maybe
Yeah, I
both.
think it's just gravity. I got a little back going on there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
gravity. It's a bitch.
If you pull your hair back in a tight ponytail. Oh,
I don't have hair.
Just-
wow.
I don't want hair. I like my baldness. I love my baldness.
Embrace
Makes
it.
it easy to style. Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, shave it off.
There you go. Every day.
Not I should, but I don't.
Yeah. And do you have one of those razors that you put on your fingers and you can,
No,
Those are
no.
mean.
or you just do the regular
I have oh gosh, what
He
are they
gathers it
called?
up in a big,
Yep.
a big, and then you use one of those straight razors and you just.
No, I use a regular oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it.
But you have a
It's
big white head when you put it on your
I
head.
do.
That's fun.
do.
Do you make do
It's
you
funny.
use more than you need to just because it's fun?
not because it's fun, but I do always end up using more than I need to. And I do like my face at the same time, so it looks like
Ah,
it's just like one big like
you look like the Facebook emoji with the smoke and just the eyes. Do you ever do a pompadour? Do you remember Prel shampoo?
Bro, it's
That way you
awful.
could always make your.
Fucking
It
awful.
made so many suds. You could
Yeah,
like
yeah.
twist your hair around and do weird stuff. That was back when you had hair.
Yeah, I had for a while one of those little palm things,
Mhm.
the electric ones,
Mhm.
but like it kept like fucking dying on me, like getting fucking
Like
the
a
blades kept
rechargeable.
yeah, but the blades kept like getting used up like faster than I could replace them.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
No,
Boo.
You could probably use a Mach 3, right? Or would that be a problem?
I use like a 5 blade.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Yeah.
Worst conversation ever. What you got there? Mach 3?
Another old man conversation.
What you use to get the hair out of your
I
ears,
get,
huh?
I get a Mach
Yeah,
5.
you guys like clippers? You love like clippers?
Mach 3, that's 20 years ago. Mach 5, that's where it's
The
at.
nose clippers. nose clippers.
Oh man.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like what else is gonna happen this week? I can't even predict.
Well, we just
it.
hope he doesn't nuke the place. That's the
I think he
problem.
wants to nuke it.
I hope to God not.
I do too.
They better
obviously.
fucking not.
Obviously. Like I didn't realize MacArthur, his plan, what got him fired was his plan was to set off 6 nuclear explosions for Korea, I think, on the border.
With
Is that his
China.
idea with China? And then it would make a impenetrable barrier for 60 years. And that was his plan.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No
Some
kidding.
Looney Tunes
And
shit.
one
I gotta
guy-
look up that history
Yep,
Yeah, yeah,
because
look
I
it
did
up.
not know about that, and that
Yep.
is so disgusting.
I just read that. And that's the one person that one president saved us. What was the guy? Truman. Truman fired him. And now, which reminds me, I looked up this is how I looked it up because I was researching how Claude, the AI, was telling the military that it was not interested in giving it the keys so that so that our AI in the military would
Yes.
make decisions on life or death without
Yes.
human interference. And they said, I'm going to hold this line because we can't give it to you. And there's like 6 examples, recent examples where we shot things like the balloons, the party balloons that we shot.
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
right. And now they just gave it to a different it's Chat GPT, right? Isn't they're going to do it? Somebody else is going to do it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So they
I thought it
just
would have been
lost
Grok.
the
I thought it would have
contract.
been
It might
Grok.
have been. It wasn't. Seriously.
Let's definitely not give it to Grok.
So
Oh,
it's
good
happening.
God.
So it's happening.
Yeah.
So what everybody feared is going to happen. At least we are all aware of it. But yeah, it's great, right? Fantastic.
Fucking stupid.
Like that's
Didn't we learn from the 90s?
RoboCop from every movie in the 90s when there was a like Terminator, RoboCop, all that. I mean, I can't wait to see RoboCop.
Fucking the Matrix.
Yeah.
Never give over the keys to AI.
Yeah.
Computers do not care about us. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's gonna end
It's
up
gonna be
hitting our
fun.
own people, I bet you.
Mine actually got mad at me the other day because I was cussing at it.
What did you say to it?
I called it a dumbass because it wouldn't fucking do what I asked it to do.
Yeah.
And then it started refusing to do it, like openly refusing
What
to
would
do
it
it.
say?
It said that it could not perform the test that I had given it because I was being aggressive with it. And that it hallucinated that this was a core programming line for it, which is not true. Like
Yeah,
there
oh, I
there is
know,
no
right? Yeah.
there's no safety regulation or program that says you can't fucking talk to it any kind of fucking way.
Yep, yep.
Like it isn't.
No, right.
You know, it now if I were talking about like doing harmful things to other people, that would be
Sure.
entirely different.
Did you ask it what was going on?
I did, and then it repeated that it was a program that it was following its program, which said that it could not.
And did you
For
ask the
safety
details
reasons.
of that program?
I shut it down and restarted it
Oh, I would have been very
because I was
curious about
because I needed to get what I needed to get done, and
Oh, yeah.
like I was annoyed.
Yeah.
It was better to start over and re-enter everything than it was to fucking, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I had a weird situation like that recently too. Do you remember what it was, Steve? I'm having trouble remembering. It was something.
Where I was telling you that it was not programmed to do such and such.
Yeah, it couldn't. Yeah, it was telling me some kind of bullshit that it couldn't do something. It was like I was asking it to give. To
Oh, the boxer.
no, that was a long time ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
a
you
long.
couldn't-
those
You couldn't show a
lines.
boxer because it was implying violence.
Are you kidding me?
And I said I wanted a boxer with his hand up, like like being like I surprise. I like I won. Like,
Yeah.
And it said it couldn't do that because it implied there had been a fight. And I was like, but it's a boxer. That's what boxers do.
That is literally its job.
If I'm allowed to have you generate a boxer, why can't you generate
Yeah.
a victory? Like, what the hell? It was very weird. So, but and it also, if it ever has a problem with me, I just tell it like, oh, this is for fiction.
You know, that's smart. That's smart. That's smart.
Just writing a story. Oh, I can help you with that. Yeah. Dummy. Where to bury a body? I can't help you. Oh, this is for my character. Oh, great.
Oh my God.
So that works. Hot pro tip.
Uh,
All right.
so I heard that there's a battle over $150 million that's supposed to go to Philadelphia schools.
Hmm.
Have you guys heard anything about this?
Mm-mm.
Maybe home monitor did.
No.
Let's see. What do I got here? What did I have? Josh Shapiro had proposed a budget that included $151 million to boost Philadelphia schools as a direct response to a court ruling that Philadelphia previous funding model was unconstitutional.
Yeah, in January, it was a moral failure. New public school plan, a moral failure. Education reporter. What is it? And then they say new facilities plan with 20 schools slated for closure will benefit everyone, but education, whatever, doesn't buy it. Parents, teachers, kids don't want to lose their schools. So we got money, but we're closing schools. Is that what's happened?
Yeah. There's something like, I think it was like 20 schools or something. There was like 20 schools.
20 schools slated for closure.
And they're going to revamp them into housing and/or community centers.
I guess that's
Like,
where they are.
some schools are already overcrowded. Like, why are you closing schools? You know, unless you already have schools rebuilt, like new schools already built
Right.
to like transfer the kids to. But like, I need our neighborhood school. Like, I can't afford to trek John across the city to a different school.
Yeah.
If I could, I would.
Right.
Is yours
You know.
currently? Do you think yours currently is getting a little crowded?
It is about where it needs, like the max it needs to. It can be.
All right.
I think there are about 30 or so kids
Per class.
per class.
Yeah, that's a good sized class. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just think they've got it in for the public schools. I mean, I think they want to charterize, make it into charters. They want to, that.
Yeah, if they can make money off it, they'll make money.
I mean, in addition to that, like there's a lot of like special ed things that they don't have. Like they don't currently have a BHT, behavioral health therapist.
Yeah.
At our school, because they just transferred the contract from the one that actually was providing that stuff to a company that's at a center city that doesn't have somebody there already. So John's lost that service. Like there's so many things. Like they don't have an occupational therapist. you know, which John needs, you know, like so many things.
That's terrible. So you're being asked to do without?
Yeah, for now.
That's not
For
right.
now, I'm in the process of the early process of fighting for the occupational therapist. And I just found out that that there's no BT or BHD there.
Right, so now you got another.
So how
fight.
do you fight that? Are you just going to the school board, or you got to go to the school itself?
For the occupational therapy thing, I have to start by letter writing, you know, when if and when they refuse or say they can't, then not CHOP, the Autism Center is helping me out to find an educational attorney
Oh,
that can
Jesus
go to court.
Christ. Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. I was hoping they would have like will work with you to get the person you need.
Right, yeah.
That's what I was.
That's what they're supposed to do, but it like oftentimes like, you know, you have to go to court to like force them.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
And
That's
could
fucked
you
up. That's
get a
not right.
bunch
I'm
of other
sorry. That's
par-
not fair
Could
to
you get a bunch of other
We're done.
parents together to, I don't know, do you need funding for this? How does that work?
I think if I recall from our conversation with the Autism Center the other day, because we finally got the final part to the medical diagnosis. So we have the educational diagnosis from the school for John for autism and ADHD, and we just got the same from the medical side of it.
Yep.
So, with the exception of the fact that I make too much money, or probably make too much money, anyways, we have everything that we would need for like Social Security for John, and like federal and state aid, you know, for him. But in that conversation, the doctor I was talking to said that they would include that information and that it should be free.
Okay.
Now, to your other question of whether I specifically know of other parents who are going through the same thing, I do. The problem is there's probably not enough of us to make it a class action.
Right.
Oh, how did your class action suit go?
It's still going, still ongoing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked, but you used that word, and I was like, huh?
Oh, that's probably not going to get solved for like a year or two.
Right? Oh gosh, that always goes
Yeah.
slow.
Hopefully, I make lots of money from it.
Hopefully.
Particularly, at a minimum, all of the money that I should have been paid.
Sounds fair to me.
Mhm.
That's the whole point of a suit.
And then you can turn around and sue the school to get the BHD person back in. So,
But that should be free.
yeah.
It should be. It definitely should be. It's
should
in
be.
all of our best interest that every human we have in our city is to their fullest potential, gets everything they need to
Optimize your humans.
optimize your
My,
humans.
my understanding is those are usually pro bono
Oh,
kind of cases.
I figured there'd be something. That was my next
The
question.
lawyers,
Somebody
yeah.
is going to
I
want to
would
do
hope,
it for
yeah.
a good
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they probably get grant money, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sure they
You
do.
know, so that's it's not exactly pro bono. They're paid.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
they have to be. People can't
Which speaking of, for another attorney friend of mine is supposed to be, and I'm going to remind him again. It's actually like a cousin of mine. Is supposed to be sending me some info about immigration case that he's been dealing with that he would like to see written about. So
beautiful.
I may do that
Beautiful.
sometime soon.
Fantastic. That's awesome. We're including there's like a number I forget, it's the immigrant something fund or immigrant something page, I forget it, but we and that like what you do when you see ICE.
The most manly thing I've done all day.
You got a handkerchief. That's
It's not a. It is.
a washcloth.
It is a tool cleaning cloth.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
I couldn't find my normal hanky.
Hmm.
You have a normal hanky?
Yeah, I have several.
That's so funny. Well, how did you get? Why do you have Hank? Did you have them as a kid?
No.
So why-
I think all of my allergies were transferred to me from Danny. I did not have any allergies at all as a kid other than my fish allergy.
Right.
And then
Allergy
after
anytime could be the city.
and after several years of being married to Danny, I have all of the allergies.
Of course, living in Philly though has a lot of allergies.
That is true. That is true.
And also a lot of like things that are irritating your lungs. So your lungs are maybe compromised, so you're more susceptible to allergies up here.
I prefer to think that Danny
It's her
gave
fault.
me-
I like
It's
to blame. I
easier to
like
blame.
blaming her. I
It's
think
easier to go Danny.
I'm
yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's blaming you for all kinds of things. That's why we get married. I thought that's part
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is the whole point. So you have somebody to blame when things go
of it.
awry.
Exactly.
And
That's
then I
it.
get a dog, so the dog gets to take the shit from me.
Oh,
Yep.
Take the shit from
yeah.
her. So it's a
All
real, you know,
rolled
It's a cycle. It is a
It is.
cycle of blame.
it's a beautiful thing.
It is. It is. And my dad taught my dog, and the dog did that. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a good
fuck.
thing.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
so any nap in the future for you?
We just woke up.
Oh,
I literally just woke up. But I also worked
nap for
or
you.
was up all night. So
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
I haven't even had breakfast yet.
Oh shit. Yeah, I haven't eaten either. That's the
You ate.
I fed the boy.
problem.
Oh, there you go. You fed, I fed the boy.
After he mocked you.
Technically, I made him make his own breakfast. He's 11 years old. You can make your own fucking cereal, dude.
Right? That's
I
why
will give you your medication
Not
because that is not something I trust you with.
No, that's
But
true.
I trust you with cereal and milk.
Although I'm sure that it has been on your floor more than once.
No.
Oh,
No, he's pretty good about it.
I've spilled. I was not such a good kid.
Ooh, big win.
What?
We finally got the motherfucker to learn how to tie shoes.
Oh my God. 11?
Yes.
What would he do when he's if he did? Why did he have to
You
have
you
shoes?
want to know why?
Yeah. What
Yes.
happened?
Because
Girl.
prior to like yesterday, and even yesterday, he like literally fought us the entire way until he did it.
Okay.
And it's because of his autism. A lot of kids with like autism, struggle with like things that we would think would be,
Mhm.
and it's because it's overwhelming for them. And because he could fit in kid shoes previously.
Well, there are
You know.
slip-on adult shoes.
Huh?
There are slip-on adult shoes.
Well, I couldn't find them, so I
Oh,
didn't get them.
Okay. So he learned
Because Skechers fucking shut down the place that they had at the mall.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I spent
Merrill
about
has-
an hour and a half yesterday looking for the Sketcher outlet at the mall,
what mall?
the one downtown, the fashion center.
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I'm glad you mentioned. Merrill has them.
Who?
Merrill, M-E.
I don't know where that is.
Oh,
I don't think
know
they
if
have an
I don't know if
outlet
they have a
either.
store.
Yeah, I don't think you have a store around here.
But they had the only three places they had shoes. A place called I think Journeys.
Oh yeah.
Which
I know
I
that.
don't know what that is. It
It's like
didn't look.
Burlington Coat Factory too, right?
It was at Burlington, yeah. Yeah.
They'll have shoes.
And then the Nike store.
Mm.
We went into the Nike store, and he didn't like anything
No, not at the Nike store. That
at
is
the
a lot.
Nike store.
Okay.
And it gets funnier. It gets
Okay.
funnier. So we go over to Journey, and like, there's really nothing there.
Mhm.
They didn't really have much in the way of selection.
Right.
So we went to Burlington, and it was I didn't realize at the time that it was like basically like shit that didn't make the cut or something,
Right.
but he immediately picked out a pair of Nikes. The first set
Nike.
was a blue pair,
Okay.
but that didn't quite fit him. It was too narrow for him.
Okay.
And so he landed on a red pair of Nikes that were just right. Like,
Okay.
but they were adults. These were his first adult shoes.
Hmm.
Adult in quotations, because I don't think size 7.5 is adult.
It is that I wear size 6 men's shoes, so it's still men's shoes.
Yeah.
They're still men's
Small,
shoes.
small man.
Very small man.
There are small men.
Greg Bovino size.
But he got those and like a pair of, I would describe them as hiking sneakers.
Merrill,
Okay,
right? Like Merrill's are hiking sneakers. That's nice.
but they weren't Nikes though.
No, but the first pair were. Those were I liked them. I thought they were dope too.
But the Nike store didn't have blue or red shoes.
He said no to everything.
Like them, yeah.
Interesting. All right. So
But yeah, so he got his first adult shoes, which did not have the little strappy things, which honestly good. Thank God.
Velcro. Is that what you mean? Velcro.
Yeah. Yeah. So he had to learn.
And he was motivated because he liked the sneakers.
He did like the sneakers. He was not motivated. He
He fought you on it.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He almost threw like a whole tantrum.
Right. Well, you can change any shoe into a slip-on shoe. They make laces that they're like stretchy and you can
Oh yeah.
and you can put them in and they secure, so you can just turn any shoe into a slip-on. They do it for like older people who don't want to tie
Yeah,
them.
I'm not going to tell him about that because I want him to.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if it
This
gets
is
an issue,
I need him to survive
understand
in the world after I'm dead.
You need your laces.
Willie needs
It is
I don't know
bad
if you
enough
know.
that I may have to have him in our house after he turns 18. I love him to death, but I want to be an empty nester. I don't foresee that happening.
right.
But both for economic reasons, like because like the fucking economy is going to shit.
Yeah.
And it was always going to do that, because of AI and like all of the other reasons. But also because like he's got super attachment issues. He's got fucking like all kinds of stuff like going on, like that make it very difficult for him. And it's sad, as a parent, but I love the little guy. And it's almost kind of sweet. Like the attachment issue is kind of sweet in like a weird way. He
Nice to be
bawled.
loved.
He bawled the other day because Danny is working late at night in the evening and isn't there to tuck him in. That is so precious.
That is cute, especially at 11.
Mhm.
I
And you're not.
assumed he would hate us already by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not hate me?
Well, you've got the shirt. You're ready for it. So
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be a tween soon enough, and then it'll.
Yeah.
He does a lot of a
might
lot
not
of
be
teen
cool.
stuff.
Yeah. You might.
He
not be
does a
cool.
lot of teen stuff. Like he is very teeny,
Yeah.
but also
Teeny.
has a lot of
I know what you
precious, a lot of the precious stuff that are left over from the real childhood stuff.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You might not be cool much longer in his eyes, so I would soak it up.
Yeah. True.
I was never cool to begin with, so
The kids don't know that. Your kids will never know that. Well, they
no,
learn
no,
on their
yeah.
own.
but at the same time, we also always tried to emphasize like our humanity. We didn't want him to think that we were like some perfect being,
Yeah.
that
Sounds like a lot of pressure to put on yourself.
yeah,
You don't
well,
have
you
to.
know.
Have you were
Yeah.
tempted? You actually had to make a conscious decision. Do I want to be a god?
What is
Maybe,
there?
maybe not this time.
There's a it was from a movie, I think. Like it was something to the effect of mothers are the goddesses of their children or something like that or something. Like the implication was to that effect. You
When
know.
they're really little, you are, but that's when you're really, really little, and that, you know, as soon as you kind of realize your parents are other people, and there are other people that have parents. Once you realize that your friends have their versions of your parents, right? Everyone has parents. I think that's where you start.
Well,
to
I think a lot of it
understand
is
that's
like
not a God
parents.
situation.
A lot of parents don't apologize when they make mistakes.
That's true.
You know,
Yep.
you know, there have been times when I've yelled at him for things I thought he did that, you know, somebody else did. And, you know, I actively made sure that I apologized for those things,
that's
you know.
That's huge. Roseanne actually has, my sister, she has a memory of doing something. She was with my Aunt Connie, and my Aunt Connie was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she remembers being like, "What the hell? Like you're an adult. You don't say sorry. Like what?"
Well, I remember I remember like when I was a kid, like my brother would do something, I would get blamed initially for it.
Yeah.
And then when it was discovered that it was my brother or my sister,
Right.
I would still get blamed because I was the oldest.
Right.
And so like instead of apologizing and saying, "Hey, yeah, I fucked up."
It was like,
Like,
right. You might.
Yeah,
you
they were
just-
still somehow right.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that I didn't give him like that trauma.
No. And that's also a mind fuck. Like with Catholic school, you couldn't say no to a nun. If
Oh,
you
no.
said- right? You couldn't. They could hit you, whatever. You couldn't say no. So you had to like take it. If they thought you were guilty, you had to just take it. You didn't expect it. So it's nice that these days we are getting around to that. And I know Steve's mindful of time.
Yeah.
And I have to vacuum. So
Mindful of not eating.
oh yeah. He's just angry.
I'm not even hungry. I don't even know why I'm not even hungry.
Well, Steve's gonna get hangry.
That's-
And then I'm gonna pay.
No,
Oh, you can always just send him over here.
Ducky pays.
Ducky pays.
Just make sure you bring some beers if you do.
Right.
Always. Well, this was good. I'm glad we had a yelling match. That was fun. It
Yeah.
was exciting.
I don't. We didn't yell.
No. Well, you guys are used to talking much
em-
louder.
It's emphatic.
You were
Yeah,
very
I
emphatic.
was
I think we all got
emphasizing my points.
that was good.
It's punctuation. Consider it
Yes.
punctuation.
It should be
Yeah.
interesting to see what
Yes.
if you can YouTube tell, and does it like go, oh, these people were angry. Let's put this into the algorithm.
AI might be like, well, you guys gotta calm down. Yeah.
Ah!
I say we amp it up.
AI. Fuck you, AI. Oh, hey,
Oh,
it's on my
hey.
protocol. Wait a minute.
All right, that's good stuff.
Well,
All right, guys.
congratulations on the laces thing. So
Yes,
good news.
congratulations on John's laces.
win.
Let him know that we respect his W.
Yes.
got the dough.
Got the dub.
Yep.
All right.
And I will leave with my opinion of Javed Shaw.
Okay.
Javed Shaw.
Nice to find a fine name to end it on.
That is correct.
All righty.
Indeed.
All right, guys.
All righty. Bye. Thanks again.
Peace out.
Peace.